Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're exploring the rich and diverse history of Vietnam. Whether you're a history enthusiast or simply curious about this fascinating country, you're in for a treat. So, grab a snack, sit back, and let's travel through Vietnam's history together. Our story begins thousands of years ago. Evidence of human life in Vietnam dates back as far as 500,000 years. Early inhabitants lived in caves and used simple stone tools. Around 3000 BC, the Red River Delta became the cradle of Vietnamese civilization. The early Vietnamese people were farmers, growing rice and other crops. They developed unique ways to cultivate the land and manage water, which set the foundation for their society. By 1000 BC, the Dong Son culture emerged in northern Vietnam. The Dong Son people are famous for their bronze drum-making skills. These drums were used in rituals and are considered a symbol of Vietnamese heritage. The Dong Son culture also developed advanced techniques in agriculture, weaving, and metalworking. Their influence can still be seen in Vietnamese culture today. Around 111 BC, Vietnam was conquered by the Han dynasty of China. This began over 1,000 years of Chinese domination. During this time, Chinese culture, language, and political systems had a significant impact on Vietnam. Despite this long period of Chinese rule, the Vietnamese people never lost their desire for independence. Many revolts and uprisings took place, showing the strong spirit of the Vietnamese. One of the most famous uprisings was led by the Trung sisters in 40 AD. Trung Trac and Trung Nhi were noble women who rallied the people to fight against the Chinese. They managed to establish a brief period of independence. Although their reign was short-lived, the Trung sisters are celebrated as national heroines in Vietnam. Their courage and leadership continue to inspire the Vietnamese people. In 938 AD, the Vietnamese finally gained independence from China. This victory led to the establishment of the independent Dai Viet Kingdom. The Lai dynasty from 1009 to 1225 and the Tran dynasty from 1225 to 1400 are notable periods in Vietnamese history. During these dynasties, Vietnam saw significant developments in culture, education, and governance. The Lai dynasty established Hanoi as the capital, while the Tran dynasty is known for defeating the Mongol invasions in the 13th century. The Le dynasty, from 1428 to 1789, followed, with Le Loi leading the resistance against the Ming dynasty of China. This era is marked by prosperity and cultural growth. However, by the 18th century, the country was in turmoil again. The Tay Son Rebellion, starting in 1771, was a peasant uprising that led to the overthrow of the ruling Trinh and Nguyen families. The Tay Son brothers aimed to unify the country and reduce corruption. In 1802, Nguyen An emerged victorious, establishing the Nguyen dynasty. This dynasty was the last imperial family of Vietnam and ruled until the late 19th century. The Nguyen dynasty moved the capital to Hue and built the impressive imperial city. This period saw both cultural achievements and struggles, including increased pressure from Western colonial powers. In the mid-19th century, Vietnam became a French colony. The French exploited Vietnam's resources and imposed their culture, leading to significant changes in Vietnamese society. French colonization brought about new infrastructure and education systems, but it also led to economic hardship and social unrest among the Vietnamese people. By the early 20th century, the desire for independence grew stronger. The Vietnam War, which lasted from the 1950s to 1975, was a devastating conflict. It involved North Vietnam and its allies, including the Viet Cong, against South Vietnam and its main ally, the United States. The war caused immense suffering and loss on both sides. In 1975, North Vietnam emerged victorious, leading to the reunification of the country under communist rule. After the war, Vietnam faced the challenge of rebuilding a war-torn nation. The country was isolated internationally and struggled with economic difficulties. However, in the 1980s, significant reforms were introduced. The Doi Moi, or renovation policy, introduced in 1986, transformed Vietnam's economy. The country moved towards a market-oriented economy, leading to rapid growth and development. Today, Vietnam is a vibrant and rapidly developing country. It has made impressive strides in economic growth, education, and healthcare. The rich cultural heritage, combined with modern advancements, makes Vietnam a unique and dynamic nation. Vietnam's history is a testament to the resilience and spirit of its people. From ancient times to the present day, Vietnam has faced numerous challenges, but has always emerged stronger. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Vietnam's history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content. What part of Vietnam's history fascinated you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring. Check out our other videos on fascinating histories from around the world and see you in the next adventure.